Oh, this is Dylan with Holidays Kennel. This is Annie. She's my little puppy for this video series, and she is 8 weeks old. I've had her for 3 days, and she has already stolen my little heart. So she is an awesome little puppy, and I'm going to talk about how I socialize this puppy for the next few weeks. So about 8 to 12 weeks, this is all I'm doing with the dog. So before they get the rabies, the dog is going to stay at the house. We're going to go out in the yard and kind of walk them around my personal property. I'm not going to be taking them out places. If you live in an apartment, I understand you're going to have to get your dog outside some way. So if you live in an apartment, you may want to go to a local church and let the pup play in the yard of the church. I say the church because not many people bring their dogs to the churches to let them play outside. So a church or some type of place like that that has a nice little green grass field that you can let the puppy kind of explore a little bit, play with the puppy in the yard a little bit, but it's not going to have all of the pee and the poop that parks are going to have that carry diseases. So for me personally on my property, what I'm doing and what I'm socializing them to is I'm showing them where they can go and where they can't. And the way I'm doing that is if I am not holding the puppy or directly interacting with the puppy is in a crate or an X pen. So the puppy is always supervised and always managed in the house. So it's never going somewhere it's not supposed to. It's never getting in somewhere it's not supposed to. So if basically before I get the puppy out, before I let the puppy into the house, I'm picking up all the baby toys. I'm making sure they're cleared out of the way. I'm locking the baby gates, making sure this pup can't grab a sock, can't grab anything like that. And the reason for this is I want to make sure that I have controlled the environment. Basically, it's like a science experiment. You want to make sure there's no uncontrollable variables out there. There's nothing that the pup can get into in your house or out in your grass that you don't want them to before you take the pup out. And so what I do is I'll pick up everything and then I'll play with the pup a little bit. I might roll a ball in the house. I might roll a ball, in the kitchen. I'm going to take them in every room in the house that they're allowed to go. But I'm not going to take them into the rooms that they're not allowed to go. I'm going to close those doors. They will never step foot in those places while they're in their puppyhood. I will make sure that the places that they're not allowed to go are managed, they're shut, and they are never in those places. So that would be my kid's bedroom, which has all the toys laying all over the floor constantly. That would be my bedroom because my wife has a slight allergy, so we can't have pups in there on the bed because it'll make her itch a little bit. Different stuff like that. So basically, when I take the pup out of the crate, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to put them on the ground and I'm going to just start walking. So the reason I'm going to do this is because puppies are looking for somebody to lead them, especially these little Springer puppies. For short hairs, other breeds, they may want to hunt on their own. But for retrievers and spaniels, the Flushing breeds, they're looking for somebody to lead. As you can see, this little puppy's looking up at me. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to show you right now, I just start walking. I don't say anything to the pup unless the pup drags behind. And I'm going to do that so that it gets the pup's digestive system moving and they can use the bathroom quickly. So just start walking. And the pup should follow. If the pup were to go off somewhere it's not supposed to, I'm just going to walk over to the pup, pick it up, put it back where it's supposed to be, and then I'm going to start engaging with the pup and playing with the pup. Other things that I may do when I take the pup out for the first time is I may get them running. I may do like this. Good puppy. Hey, Swizzy. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Good girl. And what that does is it builds up a very nice recall, very fast recall, and activates the play inside their brain to come chase you. This is going to make them pup way more likely to come to you when called if you do these instead of call them only when you're going to put them back in the crate. So I don't call them when I'm putting them back in the crate. I just walk over and pick them up. And I try not to leave the pup on the ground for very long times while I'm standing still. If I'm standing up and trying to do something, that pup needs to be in an X pen or it needs to be in a crate, because I can't monitor it. Just like right now, she's getting into this little dummy that fell out my pocket, which is nice because she's retrieving it. But I don't want her going out and searching for stuff right now at this age. I want her, everything to come from me. So, Annie, come here, good girl. So I'd pick her up if I'm standing still and hold her. So if I'm not holding this pup inside the house or outside the house, then and I can't watch the pup, it needs to go back in the crate or an X pen so that it can be managed. It doesn't get anything it's not supposed to. It doesn't start exploring on its own. I want this pup to only explore with me. And that's going to build up a great relationship with you and your dog for those first couple of weeks. It's also doing those runaway recalls are going to get the pup looking to play with you, even if you don't have anything on you, even if you don't have a dummy or you don't have a ball or you don't have food on you. They're going to be running to you. It's activating that play in their head. And so that's the main gist of what I'm doing socialization-wise with the puppies. They can play with any person that comes over to my house. They can go say hey. They can meet those people, but I'm not taking them out until they get their shots, until they get their rabies shots. Then I will take them out, and we will start talking about, at that point, socializing with other dogs and socializing with people, other people that aren't coming into your home.